It's Astralis starting on the T side, and we're right into the action now. We're going to see smokes, and the first frag is Fur. Aggressive, of course, pushes towards second middle.
Take pace back toward B on the Astralis side instead. They've got the boost for Stewie, and he's boxed down to Glaive, but can't get the shot block. Instead, Device follows it. So the response is swift. Not only that, it's all the way over on the B site, which forces the rotations. Despite that pick came on the A side of the map, it really doesn't amount to anything in terms of holding off the bomb plant. That said, bomb needs to get inside of the site. Hasn't done so yet, and Tarek down.
One off, it's coldzera, who is an Inferno specialist here. He's going to have to go above and beyond for his teammates, but like I said, that position in library, he doesn't have time to check every single corner here, Matt. That's going to be the round, and Tarek might be better off just saving the diffuse, getting flashbangs here. Might be able to silhouette a kill, but not quite. There it is, Astralis. Certainly the favorites here at Inferno, Matt. We can't argue with that. There won't be a full commitment, at least for 30 seconds or so. Device, oh my goodness, he's going to struggle here. He's definitely going down. How is he still alive? Finally, they get him. It's going to be Fallen to pick up the kill. They get an AK-47. Stide, waiting for that smoke to go down. Good Molotov to force coldzera out of position, but that Desert Eagle, watch out for it. We know he's good with it. All of a sudden, the kills are coming in favor of MIBR. It's going to be a 4 versus 2 with Dupree and Glaive stuck against it now. I'm not sure they can pull this one back.
And that's going to ensure they still have a perfect buy in the next round, despite losing this, and despite the investment early on. Glaive holding, good find on Stewie. We may not have to worry about the bomb plant. We might have to worry about the entire round. Now, Dupree, only with 9 HP, is going to get caught. That Molotov was a little late. They were too close. They were able to swing, peek together. Glaive almost gets them both, but Fallen trades it back. Do exactly that. There he goes, flash as well. No smoke as of yet. They want to put it late, and he's still blind, still in the open. Device absolutely destroys Stewie on entry, and Fallen was nearly caught off as well. He's fortunate to get away from this.
And he can definitely justify going for a bit of a hunt here. Doesn't necessarily want that weapon in the next round, as Tarek will find him. Like I said, not a huge deal.
Control this. They know that Astralis love this portion of the map, so playing aggressive as a result. Nice shot from Fallen, great timing. Glaive tried to step out and got absolutely obliterated by it. Still one of the only, that Molotov nearly causing problems as they failed to get up there 3 times now. Fallen does in the end, 3rd time's a charm. Device goes down. Play from you, great presence is found. Certainly felt by Tarek. Gun barrel showing. Cold didn't respond to it. Wanted to make sure that no one was getting out of Palace in the meantime. Fur just destroyed, but just was able to swing in from library, and they weren't quite aware of that angle yet because they didn't think they were that far. As Cold only gets 1 second later, he might have had both on a lineup, but Magist gets the trade immediately. 6 seconds, they're on the plant, not the defuse. To be quick because they don't have a kit to speed it up when it actually does get into duration, and just finding one already. I don't think the second was spotted. Fallen still looking toward the pit. He's not going to have much to work with.
He has no kit here, and the AWP. He might be able to get 1 kill here, but surely he'll be traded out. Always sees the head of Mages. That's a kill. He can go for the quick scope here. My God, Fallen's done it. He pulls it off. He finds the kit, the defuse. That's definitely happening. In back, they got a Molotov presumably the corner before they commit here, but this is what he's waiting for. He gets another kill. Just 1 step ahead every single time.
Ooh, great shot by Glaive though, because Stewie was baited in off of that. Fallen takes 2. First thinking about it, but he's got to be careful with that rifle. Orange is 2 already taken up by Glaive. Around the corner he goes. They both burn? Yeah. That actually was the nade came in afterwards and did the damage. The final tick from fire kills them both, and that allows the... No heroics from Fallen this time. 2 M4s carried over. Clear close side as well. Flash. That's how it's going to spill the orange 1 and 2. Fallen steps up. That's 1 kill only on the USP. Stewie's got an AK in front of him, but he can't get that far. He's found by Magisk, and Zipix. Magiska's looked amazing on entries this tournament, by the way. Chase him away from mid, to be honest, to not reveal anything. If
well, no animals
nothing
were harmed,
else.
at least.
Yeah, no animals were harmed. Device the first kill. Zipix has got a lot of pressure being applied. Manages to withstand the first of it, but not the second, as Tarek will get the shot back. That's one of the M4s. Now, they know there's a gun down in that position. And from what we know, there's no one that was able to babysit that, so they could push up and try and grab it. Fortunately,
Dupree.
There's other things going on that require attention first, and Tarek actually gets another, so now it's 3 on 3.
Into the bomb, but he's got the kill on Device here. He's going to go for the knife as well. I think he probably should, considering their money situation. Oh, he lets his teammate die, unfortunately, for it. We do get the knife, the crowd pleaser. They might be able to go for this. No, his teammates at T-steps, to be fair, so he won't save the AK first.
Flashes, send the lots toward mid. Cold's in the corner with an AWP, they don't check it. Turn around, oh my goodness, how does he hit that? No scope, nearly gets a 3rd because Glaive's distracted and he wants to get back out. But no further aggro on Glaive, he's got the lineup, that was impressive.
And then it's going to be, what, 3 on 2 on the retake, and that should be enough time. Molotov perfectly deployed, they're going to have a real tough time getting through that.
Tarek swinging out. Finds enough damage on Device that Stewie, nice transfer as well, is able to take down Zipix. Glaive only on 1 HP against 4, so not likely this goes anywhere except the way of MIBR. 6-3. Stewie confirms it. Good round for him. All three in the site. Stewie sits on top of the coffins. Watch for Fallen flashing him in, trying to get the shot out. Smoke's still down. There'll be one in his face now, but he stays forward. That smoke's a little bit deep. I think Stewie had an angle. Magisk still finds the shot in return. Fallen, he's got to swing this perfectly. Baits out some shots, tries to get a pre-fire from Xyp9x. Does. That gives him away the location, and now he's got Magisk as well. Brilliance from Fallen to figure out exactly where they were. His position, so he has any chance at it, but they've cleared the site in the meantime. They know he's there. They've got him on an off angle, meaning they can hold this defuse, and he only gets one. Fallen fittingly finds his fifth, an ace in the round. Fallen checks. I don't think he spotted Device getting there. Now he does. No, he didn't. He didn't see it at all. He was off by at least a pixel. It's got to be that close. It was so narrow.
Apartments. There's the flash. Very basic, and see if they can find the opening kills.
Xyp9x does. Cold corner. They don't check it. Oh, he nearly missed out on that. Cost him a lot more ammo than potentially it should have. Still with 16, he fired out but couldn't find Dupree as Fur gets the trade. It's bomb planted nonetheless, and Xyp9x holds up inside of the pit. That's going to be position.
Finding a few kills, gives his position up, and that might cost him now. How does he get out of this spot? I'm not really sure. It's going to be Glaive to take him down. He doesn't get anyone with a bomb blast either, so they're 3 towards the B side for the CTs, and they're being proactive as well. They want to use this close range weaponry, and it will be Fallen take down Device. I think through the smoke, but Blinky now missed it. Dupree on the other side of the map, looking for the second. Cold Zera hits the shot, and there's Yorp looking towards the apartments
and
now.
He's well aware of the fact that there's a second player inside the apartment, so he changes his angle accordingly with that smoke. He's also aware that Xyp9x smoked strictly to get inside of the pit. Look at Cold dance as he goes back through triple, gets spotted in the end by Glaive. Nearly a chance to get all of them. Smokes himself off. One is approaching quad, but he knows that's his invitation to try and get a bomb down. They are going to approach. Can't even find the shot towards Stewie. Good play from MIBR.
He can go for an execution here and make those a little bit less useful. As Cold Zera, you feel like he's going to hit shots here. No problem whatsoever. Dupree.
That's a smart way to deal with the double op. Now he wants to just get to the cubby early as Tarek. Position to support all of it, stays below, shoots straight up but can't find the angle. Cold's missed as well. This gives the AK a chance. Xyp9x finds one Device, overwhelms Fur, and now they flood onto the site. Exactly what they needed to do with lesser weapons, and suddenly it's level. A 2-on-2, but you're right, no bomb. 7 seconds, it can't even get there. Can it? It's gonna have to be perfect. It's gonna have to be, no, it's too late. Oh, that might be. It might be, but not with the AK in position. Time is gone. It was about a tick too late.
The single orb setup here, as we'll see MIBR try and close things out. Good grenade at the start. Fallen again. I think that's a straight up wallbang to take down Device. The headshot. Here comes the Molotovs. The execution is looking pretty decent so far as they boost players up. Fallen out of position. How has he hit that? Blind as well. As he fades away, he shuts the round down. It's going to be one frag in return from Xyp9x here, but surely they're not going to get away with this one. It would take something absolutely disastrous to happen at this point. The bomb is going to be planted in Dupree. Oh, what? Through the smoke, finds another. All of a sudden, it's a 2-on-2.
Fallen may have had one down inside of the site. It may just be around the corner where in which Xyp9x is playing from, but Dupree, AWP with that low H. Health won't matter. He can pick it all. He finds Cold as well. That's pretty smart because he can hold that weapon. He can hold the angle. 4 kills for him. Chicken's still trying to work away from him. Keep him in mind. Xyp9x holding, waiting for the push through, finds one. Second one toward Library. It's going to be Magisk with the crossfire, and they each find a kill plus another 2 for Xyp9x as he turns around, somehow staying alive. Smartly turned away to make the hitbox a little bit smaller on his head, and then absolutely was ready to fight as soon as the reload was done. Stewie's left in a 1-on-4. Both pistols now going their way. Stewie will do what he can. Further damage. There's 3 that are extremely low, 36. He may be able to isolate this to Ruins. Has Device. Bomb still down towards CT. You can see Xyp9x immediately running back. Hang on, we got to hold on to that.
Yeah, well, they're going to try and run the clock down as low as they possibly can at this point. And that's the right thing to do. This is a massive risk, but oh my goodness, I thought he had another one. So, MIBR go for the banana rush to start. Stop players getting towards that underpass position, but Stewie, very efficient. He's going to get the kill here, no problem. He's going to take Xyp9x down. Can they get the response, though? They certainly can. Great teamwork, good flashbang. You see that.
This is Dead's Fallen, and it's worked out twice that he's gotten kills in that position, Glaive. That's all for sale, though. Back over toward pit. Oh, Magisk flashed off. He's got another down, but Molotov's going to force him out. They've got the angle. He's got the AUG. He's got a kill. Fur gets one back, and Device's smoke. This should give them the bomb plant at the very least. Flash goes over. Fur's not caught by that. Dupree, though, does get the first. He's not in a position where the bomb is planted for him, but he is in a position to capitalize on 2. They're on the defuse.
Yeah,
Device is so low on HP, but he's going to hold the angle, and you're right. Fur just couldn't step wide. Dupree to mid. AK in hand. And no one even looking at him. He's going to go the whole way around the corner. They didn't even check it. Fallen gets a response. That could have easily been 2 for Dupree.
Yeah, that was dicey.
Favor you in the same way because you can still anchor toward the B site, so they still have 3 on A, and the low HP actually gives that position, gives the advantage still to Astralis. Great shot from Device up close, nearly found a second, but Cold
Surely they're going to take this one.
Glaive on the Vespa, gets high, tries to work over the smoke. That gives him the angle on Cold. Fallen, look how clever he's being. Oh my. Standing in the smoke, is he? Yeah, I think he's lagged out. I think this is actually, oh, he's not. Okay, he is being clever. He was sitting there forever, and he wants to sneak back in. They had no idea he was there, but Glaive somehow spots him.
They're sitting in the smoke.
Dust 2, corner. They smoked out from Cat, he just sat there. They all ran by, he popped out and killed like 4 of them instantly. This is another push down mid. Tarek this time does get Dupree. That's a nade back, but look at the damage again. This still favors Astralis. 13 rounds, and money's still getting dire. They did get the plant last round that injected a lot more cash into them, the extra $800. Good fight from Stewie. They need that desperately at this point in the round. Likewise, all he has to do is play the time.
Yeah.
So he's going to wait. It spots them. That'll slow their approach. Bomb is on the quad side. 12 seconds. They've got 6 to the plant. Magisk gets high again. Smoke down. That extinguishes the Molotov. You can't quite find the planter, so they will at least cover it off. Good smokes to do so. If you're Magisk right now, you're going to be super frustrated. You're relying on the aggro from your teammates, and they're taking their time getting there. Just to the front of Library now. He'll pop to find Cold. Still spraying through, hoping that he can get a few wall shots onto the weekend. Fur jumping up, Device can't get the aim. Tarek holds it off. That's very well done from MIBR. Stepped on one of the 2 Molotovs, down to 20 HP. No further nades will capitalize on that. If a single nade went in that direction, they would have had it fallen. Great shot on Glaive. Wow. We know Glaive likes to peek that position. We saw so yesterday. To be a master at this angle. It's very different now, to be fair. Flash out. It's very different for Xyp9x as well because he can't even see it. Dupree, high and dry. He's able to take down Stewie. Tarek's found Magisk. That's on the offsites. That's on a work. Good play from Cold. That opens up potentially the site, but no smoke down. Device gets one more, and we're getting into that very tedious time for the CTs where they're trying desperately to chase the money. Force them off too quickly, but you're right. Look at that nade. Down to 40 HP. I would have expected at this point they would have switched it back, but they actually want to go aggressive toward the top of middle. Cold, the only one that gets a kill. Stewie's starting to be aware that timing is working against them, and there could be someone in behind. 2 in the pit's going to be a problem. Yeah, Dupree easily able to spray on that with the information, even if they isolate Magisk. Stewie tries to find one, but there's the arrival of Xyp9x.
You can see Glaive has left Xyp9x now, so he doesn't get the kill, but it's enough to buy them some time here.
With 19 seconds, absolutely. You're going to gamble on it. Xyp9x nearly had a chance to line them up. Gets one. Glaive still found one as well through the smoke. That's Bomb, and Stewie's low. He didn't spray in to find him that time. If he had, it might have been the round in itself. Instead, Stewie sees the tracers and punishes him for it. It's a 3-on-3 to work with in terms of utility. They have a kit from Magisk. They've got a lot of work to do, and Device has found a fall and just holding the angle with patience. Didn't buy the bite on the shoulder bait, so now it's going to be Magisk swinging back in. Bomb. The AWP is, I was going to say, Bomb 2 for gone. The AWP is all they want, but Fallen well aware that that M4 hit the deck, and he's able to close it out. Fallen waiting to see if there'll be any further aggression. The Molotov suggests otherwise. Device, he'll play it from CT and wait for them to get back in, but he is going to be smoked off. Flashed as well. That won't matter. He's got Cold. First one successful, and Xyp9x trying to buy some space will slow them down. Device goes back for more, and Tarek's next in line.
Surely Astralis posting that point.
Dupree ready. Magisk holding. As the fans say, there's 10 seconds, and Dupree's got the crossfire set. Stewie finds one. Magisk on the other. That should be a round in itself, but Fallen does at least get one back for redemption. I thought maybe he'd get the bomb, but it was on 4 seconds when he hit the kill, so no chance. Certainly can give him the angle if anyone wants to get aggressive against him, but he also can try and pick in. Stewie was obviously going to go this way. He's done it before. Stays away from the... Oh, that's exactly the shot. That's exactly it. If Dupree pushes, Fallen has that all day long, and Stewie's going to follow it up. The double up might just work. Xyp9x is even getting uncomfortable. He's got to search around. Good find on Fallen. They would not have expected him to leave the site. He's such a good anchor player. It's not often you see him drifting in the waters. As Cold finds Magisk, it does still big problems worse though. 4. Astralis, Xyp9x continues to be aggressive on this. They now know he's left B. He's got flames on the inside of it that'll take damage. They've got a second one. They'll extinguish, but it gives him time to get to ruins. Look at the HP! Oh, he's done a second Xyp9x! How does he steal back the round? Brilliant as he finds 4. All of them being proactive, all of them with utility. And now Cold, with 48, has to get the bomb down before Device arrives. And Device, UMP, 48 HP is doable. The Cold is so accurate. A second the bomb's planted.
It's not looking good, and again, aggressive, of course. They're going to lose a player here. Surely Xyp9x taken down. One more bullet there would have dropped him. He's at 28 HP. Smokes and presumably flashbangs coming in next. It's Device with a CZ. Oh my god! It's the pistol! And Mages helped him out! They might have done it! 3 kills at a start. It's a 4-on-2. Mages surely goes down here, but he's holding so strong. That is absolutely epic. They close out the map 16-14.